Hi. It's been a while. I don't really know, several weeks, few weeks since we planted the garden, and I thought I should do an update on how it's been going and what it's been up to and all that. It has been going pretty well. I've spent some additional time on the drip irrigation. I wasn't real happy with a new hose that I bought or a new soaker that I bought. It didn't really put out the same, it didn't at all put out the same amount of water, put out considerably more water than the old soaker hose, and I couldn't find that anymore, so I went a different route. And that seems to work okay. It's only been 2 days, so I don't really know for sure how long it or how well it's going to work. But overall, the onions, which are in the newest bed that we planted, are doing okay. They seem to be maybe a bit slow. I'm not 100% sure how fast they should be going. They're doing better than the onions that we've done before. But we'll see. They got a couple of beans in there as companion plants, and we've put in some little flowers, marigolds, that's what they're called, to try to slow down or deter some of the bugs that seem to be eating them. Sorry, I had to take a brief pause there for the Army Chinook to pass over. So I've also put a little bit of neem oil on the bean plants to try to discourage any critters. Actually, I've put a little bit of neem oil on all of them to discourage the bugs. And we've put marigolds in each of the beds around the bean plants and around the tomato plants, and even in the potato bin, we've put them there. The corn seems to be pretty happy. The pole beans may be outrunning them. Our intention is that the corn grows up and the pole beans can climb the corn. Another companion planting, we're trying that out. But the pole beans seem to be a little bit ahead. And if you remember talking about the cat farmer, some of the plants did not survive being walked on top of those nets that we put over, the mesh that we put over it. So a few of them are way behind, some of them didn't make it at all, and we've changed the way that netting is, and we haven't had any more cat incursions since we did that. But we're pretty happy with watching the corn grow. Since it's a new one for us, we're learning about that one. In the corn and pole bean bed, we have a couple of visiting potatoes, volunteer potatoes, as well as a rose stalk is coming up. When I originally built that bed, I had cut up all that the rose bush and laid it at the very bottom, and it seems like after a few years, what has it been, 3? Finally it kind of broke through. So I'm gonna let that go for a little while just to see what it does. It's right on the edge, and I don't think it's gonna cause any problems, but we're letting the volunteer crop type plants go and pulling weeds. The tomatoes are quite happy. We're pretty pleased with the tomatoes and how they're going. This year we've even got some flowers that have just over the past several days opened up. I'm not sure where that fits into the normal cycle or anybody else that's trying to grow tomatoes around here. But about the only thing we did different with these plants is from past years is we did bury them considerably deeper. They are, the plants were probably, I don't know, 8 inches tall, and we probably buried them down to where there was only 3 to 4 inches over them. And that seems to have made them pretty happy. And then the other new thing that we've got going on this year, it actually started last fall, is the garlic. And to us, the garlic looks really happy. It's pretty big. We were at a farmer's market yesterday, and the garlic, the above ground portion, the green portion, was really considerably larger than ours, and we kind of thought the garlics were very small. So it makes me a little concerned about what does my garlic look like underneath the surface. It's very tempting to dig down and check it out, but we haven't been willing to do that yet. We're just excited that it's growing. And the potatoes are doing really well, at least above ground, like the garlic. We don't know what's going on underground, but the potatoes are pretty happy. They do have visiting bugs, so they've gotten a treatment of neem oil and gotten some marigolds also to try to help them survive and not get eaten. But we've been enjoying growing potatoes. I'm not sure they're in a really great spot anymore. The maple trees that have been planted nearby are kind of covering them up, so the potatoes don't get all the sun that they want. They get a little bit in the morning this time of year, into May, and a little bit in the afternoon or midday afternoon, and I think they really want more potato or more sunlight than that. So anyhow, the vegetable garden is going pretty good. We're enjoying it. We come out and look at it each day, and it's fun to come out here and visit and have some iced tea and just see how they're going. So the peony season is well underway. The first one to bloom was our coral charm. The coral charm is a kind of a family legacy, my wife's side of the family. It was the mother plant was originally given away, and a little bit of it was left behind, and my daughter loves the coral charm, so I rescued a little bit of it that was there and have been nursing it along. Last year was the first year it flowered, and first year that it flowers, you can't pick them. And the previous 2 years it was just growing, but this year it did really well. Got some beautiful colored coral charm. They're not my favorite type of peony, but I do have some of my favorite type. But they were very pretty, and those are mostly gone. There's only a few of them left this time of year. The second one to bloom was the Nick Shaler, and the Nick Shaler is my favorite style. They're I think it's called a double bomb. They're really pretty. They're pink, and they are probably halfway through their bloom cycle, maybe. There's some of them that are left and some of them that are still opening. The third one to open, we don't know what kind it is. We call it the Heather peony because a friend of ours, Heather, gave us this peony, or gave my daughter the peony, and she planted it. It's in another really awkward spot. It's kind of near the Japanese maple, right behind the potato bin. It doesn't get all the light, but that thing really, really wants to grow. Part of it is well under the tree, and I had cut that off at the ground, and it keeps trying to grow back. So it's a very resilient, actually I think peonies in general are very resilient plants. The fourth one, Mr. Ed, has just begun to bloom, like today, yesterday, overnight. It's just now beginning to bloom. That particular plant doesn't seem to be real healthy. I'm not sure what to do about it. It's trying real hard, but it just doesn't seem to be as healthy as the Nick Shaler that's right next to it. And then Sarah Bernhardt is out in the front yard, and she's got a little bit of an issue again with the same maple tree as the potatoes, that the maple trees are on either side of it, so she kind of grows towards the sun as it, shines on it in the morning, and it's trying to gather as much sun as it possibly can, and it kind of makes it look a little funny. So we've got a challenging situation here in a tree-laden neighborhood. Well, at least our part of the neighborhood's tree-laden, and but we're doing the best that we can. So that's the update of the fun part. I did mow the lawn today, but that's not much fun, especially as warm as it is. But it's a beautiful day. It's really nice to sit out here, and it's really nice to be talking to you. Thanks for watching.